Good morning, guys. We have an aerial flood warning going through about 11 a.m. for residual flooding concerns after yesterday's flash flooding. This is in effect for most all of our Missouri counties. Otherwise, it's dry out there this morning. Sunshine and cool 50s on your way to work. 57 degrees in Springfield right now. We'll have a warm, humid, sunny day today, and that's going to fuel more strong and severe storms by this evening and overnight. We now have an enhanced risk, level 3 out of 5, for severe weather from Joplin up through Clinton, Lake of the Ozarks, Springfield in that slight risk in the yellow. These storms healthiest along and north of I-44 as we head through the evening and overnight hours. The threats will be for widespread flooding, 70-mile-per-hour winds, tennis ball size hail, and a few tornadoes. The tornado threat will be healthiest to the north and west of Springfield, closer to that Kansas border. The same thing for the tennis ball size hail. Timing of this will not be until late in the evening. The whole day will be sunny with a high of 85. Then we're looking at showers and storms firing up by about 7 o'clock. They'll linger through the overnight with an overnight severe threat, and then flooding will remain a concern as another 1 to 3 inches of rain is possible. Joe, Lauren.
We continue our storm coverage now as the severe weather that ripped through the Ozarks yesterday produced this tornado that was caught on camera near Stratford. Sydney Vota is the one who shot this video sitting in the passenger seat of a car on I-44. It shows a tornado forming in her rearview mirror. Vota and the driver, Jeff Golden, posted the video to Facebook saying they've never been so scared in their lives and immediately sought shelter. They also got a photo of this semi-truck that fell over on its side in the median between the road. No reports of any injuries.
And the National Weather Service has confirmed at least one EF1 tornado that started near the Wild Animal Safari in Stratford and lifted before Marshfield. Hannah Zettel this morning is checking out some of the damage in Northview. What can you tell us so far, Hannah?
Lauren and Joe, good morning. As you can see from the house behind me, that several structures here in Northview have kind of received some damage after the storms that took place earlier this week. This house behind me only has the bare bones left of the roof. There's debris scattered throughout the yard and throughout the neighborhood here in Northview. This, of course, serves as a good reminder to make sure you have a plan of action in the event of a tornado or severe weather in general. Have a way to get alerts to you, have maybe a weather radio, make sure that your sump pump and generator are working if you have those, and really just have a plan of action for your family. Find a good safe place for you and your family to go during these events in a low level of your house, not by any windows or doors, and make sure that your children, if you have children, they know the plan so that everyone can stay safe during these events, because severe weather season is still here in the Ozarks. Reporting in Northview, Hannah Zettel, Ozarks First.
Hannah, thank you. The severe weather caused some other damage around the Ozarks. In Hartville, there were heavy winds that knocked down a store there, the Town and Country Supermarket. The entire main entrance of the store is pretty much gone. At about 3:45 yesterday, there were about 25 people in the store. That's when the storm hit, and the manager put everyone inside a produce cooler for 10 minutes to keep them safe. No one was hurt and got out okay.
Right before we made it in the cooler, me and one of my other guys, it hit right when we was walking in the cooler, and it actually hit hard and popped all of our ears. And then we made it in there. We could hear it whining outside, and within a couple minutes it was all over. But we could hear stuff hitting, outside the store.
They say the top priority right now is to get rid of that debris. They've already called their insurance company, who will come out and assess the damage.
Moving around the Ozarks now, floodplain maps are changing in Greene County, and FEMA wants you to know about the updates, especially after these recent storms. 4 open houses will be held between June 4th and 6th. The boundaries of flood-prone areas have not been changed since the last update in 2010. If your home is now in one of those areas, you could need flood insurance or make some changes to your current policy. We have this story up on OzarksFirst.com. It has all the information you need to know about this.
In more local news, some residents in the Galloway neighborhood in East Springfield are not loving the plan to build 2 new roundabouts there. The Galloway Neighborhood Association has gone back and forth with the city on the project's effect on the neighborhood. The plan is to put in 2 roundabouts on both ends of Galloway, one at Lone Pine, one at Primrose. Last night, Springfield Public Works and project manager Jonathan Pites presented the project for neighbors to see, but members of the neighborhood association, like Charles Ewing say it does not fit the Galloway Village's aesthetic.
This does not represent what Galloway Village looks like. This is a concrete center median. There's no trees, there's no room for grass, there's no thought process in terms of planting trees the entire way down for going down to Galloway Village.
There's been comments about the trees and the aesthetics of everything, and we'll continue to have those dialogue with the neighborhood association on what the best solution that we can have for those.
Tonight, the City of Springfield's Landmark Board wants your input before making design guidelines for the historic district on Commercial Street. A public meeting begins at 5:30 with a presentation by the H3 Studio consultant team, and an opportunity for public feedback will follow. The design guidelines serve as the basis for the board to make decisions on the exteriors of the historic buildings in the district. 2 more public meetings will be held on June 19th and July 10th.
Putting crime into focus for you, a man from Pulaski County who pleaded guilty to murder in February is due in court for his sentencing hearing today. Sean Bomarito pleaded guilty to 1 count of second-degree murder. The charge comes from an incident in June of 2018 where, according to his statement, he stabbed William Fancher multiple times in the face, neck, and head. This charge is punishable by 10 to 30 years in prison or life without parole.
Here's what's coming up on CBS This Morning.
Hey, I'm Tony DeCopo. Coming up, hip-hop superstar DJ Khaled. He's just released the last song featuring the late Nipsey Hussle. He'll talk about it coming up on CBS This Morning.
All right, what's trending?
Blues. The Blues
Yeah.
victory. Yeah, that's exciting.
Check it out. St. Louis Blues beat the Sharks last night, going to the Stanley Cup Finals. First time since 1970.
Insane.
What happened in 1970? Do you guys know? They didn't win.
They didn't win the Stanley Cup?
No.
No, but Gloria, guys.
They got swept by the Bruins. Who
No.
They play
Stop it.
right now.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Shocked by
This is even more reason to beat Boston.
This is more of a, this is just all part of the Hollywood story that is the season that they've
Right, a
had,
lot
right?
of people are rooting for the Blues,
That's what I'm
especially with
thinking.
that story.
Yeah.
What were the odds, do you know? Like, were they expected? They weren't expected
In
to beat the Sharks,
January,
were
they were the worst team in the whole league, right? So a guy, a St. Louis person in Vegas, put down $400 then for the Blues. If they win, he wins $100 grand. That's pretty good odds, I would say.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah,
It's not bad.
Blues fever.
Of course, the other big trend around the country and around the Midwest is our weather.
A very active week here. Again, not just us locally, but I mean, Kansas and Oklahoma, we've seen all this video. Another severe threat by this evening and overnight tonight. Today's high, though, 85 with sunshine. Stay weather aware later.
All right, we have all the updates coming for you on that Color 10 weather app. Thanks for starting your day with us, everyone. Have a good Wednesday.